first chunk is about
Lourlo,
the Spring Split in
take one
general. So it's like a reflection piece. And then the middle one is about hyping up this weekend's match. And then the last one is a game sort of thing. So we'll do that.
Quiz.
It's a quiz, yeah.
So,
Quiz game.
Let's do this.
Sounds good.
Matt, you good?
I am set.
Everybody's ready?
And
Set.
Action.
if you're able to put the question at the beginning of your answer as well,
Okay.
to phrase it, that it will help. Okay? Let's start off. Did you say action? Let's start off with an intro. So can you say your name and your position in the team?
Yeah, my name is Samson Lourlo Jackson. I play top lane for Team Liquid.
I want to stop you for a second.
You don't need to look at the
You don't need to look up.
Oh,
Oh, because you can't look up.
I meant,
Just look at me.
Okay.
Just like pretend there's nothing
have a
here.
conversation.
Conversation with me. Okay? So let's do that one again. So intro.
my name is Samson Lourlo Jackson. I play top lane for Team Liquid.
Cool. So let's go back to the beginning of this split. Coming into this season with this roster, what were your thoughts and expectations for this team?
Hold on a second.
Oh my gosh.
Turn him a little bit.
Oh. There you go. I don't need to repeat my question, right?
Just take a beat and then answer. Or you can ask again to give a little bit
Okay.
flow.
What were your thoughts and expectations for this season?
Overall, I just wanted to prove myself. So my thoughts and expectations overall for the season were just to prove myself as a top laner in NA because there wasn't that much NA top lane talent. So I just wanted to go through the split and just progressively get better and better and just prove my worth on the team. And yeah, filling the shoes of Quas was definitely pretty hard, but I think I've done a decent job throughout the split. So yeah.
Did that, you mentioned like filling the shoes of Quas, did that add a certain pressure on you to perform this season?
At first a bit because he was really respected before he got off the team, but as the split went on, it kind of just like faded for me, and I just kind of adapted to the team myself. But yeah, at the start, it definitely took a toll on me.
So you had a whole season playing on the LCS stage. Was there anything that maybe surprised you or something you didn't expect about being in the LCS?
The biggest surprise overall, I guess, was just, I guess the white noise on the stage, honestly. That was like the only thing that threw me off because I didn't expect that. And besides that, there was nothing really that just, yeah, caught me off guard.
Can you describe what you're hearing? Because for people, they don't, in the audience, they don't know what you're hearing. So what do you mean by that white noise?
Just like a loud, constant noise just to keep the crowd out. And just like, I didn't expect it like when I first got on stage. It was the only thing that really caught me off guard, I guess, going on.
So at the beginning of the split, TL announced that they're doing the whole 10-man roster thing. So with that at the back of your mind, how did that affect how you played?
So the 10-man roster, just not only for myself but for the rest of the team, just like motivate everyone to improve so you can keep your spot. So yeah, it just gave everyone extra motivation and be like in contention at your spot all the time. So yeah, it's just extra motivation.
And personally for you, did you feel like that was a huge motivating factor for you?
At first it was because I was still improving like gradually throughout the split. So yeah, at first it definitely was, but as the split went on, it didn't affect me that much.
So joining this team with the two veterans and the other two rookie players, how has the team helped you get comfortable in your position and to play and improve?
So yeah, the two veterans of the team, Piglet and Phoenix, they're definitely, I respect them a lot and I look up to them because they put in so much work. So yeah, it's just like easy to look up to them because they just put in a lot of work. And in terms of fitting in a role in the team, it was definitely shaky at first because I didn't really understand or know where I had to fit. But as the split went on, we realized like what the strength and weakness of our team and just everything meshed. And yeah.
And at the very beginning, when you guys came together and you moved into the apartments, you started hanging out with each other, playing a lot together. How did your personalities all fit together at the beginning?
So personalities, it's definitely ups and downs, but I don't know, all personalities kind of fit together. It's just sometimes people are more opinionated than others, like Dardock and Piglet, but overall I think we all get along pretty well.
Was there anything in particular that you guys like to do, or over the season, how did you guys improve your relationship together?
So in terms of like improving our relationship, we obviously like duo queued and stuff, but besides that, we went to like out to eat, we did some like exit games. We also like went to the movies sometimes, and yeah, just like normal people things.
And then at the beginning of the split, I think the first 2 weeks, you guys had a really rough start. Like you guys did the whole 0-3, and then after that, you guys kind of clicked all of a sudden. You guys turned it on, had really strong games. So what was it you think that clicked for you guys at that moment?
I think the biggest turning point in the split was when Weldon came, because it opened everyone's like mind and just it opened everyone to be able to get on the same page when he came. And before that, everyone had like different ways of winning the game, different ways of doing things. And once he came, I think he just like pushed everyone in a way that wanted them to improve as much, especially for me. It helped me improve like my mentality going forward.
On that, like, what was the best advice maybe he gave you personally?
I think personally for me, it's just trying to fit. It's just not trying to play like more than one role. Just trying to fit the best role for your team, because yeah, you're gonna have a role on your team. You're just gonna play the strength of your team best you can.
So I think the biggest criticism that Team Liquid faced this season was probably the whole you guys are inconsistent, because you guys would lose to sometimes the weakest teams and then win against some of the top teams. So when you heard that criticism, what were your thoughts?
Yeah, I don't know. So we were definitely really inconsistent. I think mainly because we have 3 rookies on the team. We were just trying to get used to the whole LCS environment. But as the split went on, it started to get better and better. We could actually translate scrim results to stage results. So yeah, it just took some time to get used to.
And it seems like you guys have a really great support system around you guys. You have the 2 Steves, you have Loco as coach now. So what's your relationship like with the support system?
Yeah, overall the support system in Liquid is like really, really good. Like Loco, he's a really good coach. He pushes the players, including myself, like really, really hard and makes us improve on a daily basis. And also like Joka and the rest of the just staff in general is like really helpful in getting things done. So yeah.
Looking back at the season, what do you think was the best moment for you?
So for me personally, I think it was when we came back from Echo Fox in our 4th game, because we started off the season 0-3, and it was kind of just like the turning point, I felt like. And just like if we didn't win that game, it would feel like, I don't know, almost like there was no coming back, because we beat 0-4 started off. So yeah, just winning that game just like was a confidence and motivation booster to move on through the rest of the split.
And then on the other hand, what do you think was the most difficult moment for you?
Most difficult moment I think was losing my first game to Renegades, because it was like a really long and grueling game. It was 60 minutes, and I didn't prove everything I wanted to, like, as I got on the stage, so it just was really hard for me to come back from that.
If you were to look back at your own personal performance this split, how would you evaluate it?
So I guess for my own personal performance, I think at the beginning of the split I was really inconsistent. And as the split went on, I got like way more consistent. I still think I make a little too many mistakes, but overall as the split went on, I think I got way better.
And if you were to give yourself maybe a piece of criticism, what would it be?
Piece of criticism. I think a piece of criticism I would give myself is just being able to take criticism in general, because at first when I joined the team, I took criticism really poorly. And yeah, just from like Loco and the rest of even my teammates, I took it really poorly. And then yeah, as the split went on, I took it way better.
So this season, we see you playing a lot of tanks, and tanks is like a huge, it's really strong in the meta right now. But before, you used to love playing like carry, top laners. So how did you have to make that adjustment in your own personal play style this season? Like, how did you feel about having to make that adjustment?
So yeah, switching from a more carry-oriented, like greedy playstyle to more tank-oriented playstyle, it was kind of easy because the meta shifted in a way to make it easier, but also it was better for the team, so that made it easier. So yeah, I just wanted to win in general, so I just did what was best for the team.
And now, before LCS, you were playing in the Challenger Series, but you're getting thrusted into the spotlight now. Now that you're on the LCS stage, you're doing documentaries, you're doing interviews and all that stuff. So was it easy for you to get thrusted into the spotlight like that, or is it something you're still adjusting to?
I think overall, like, adjusting the spotlight it's not that hard, but I think it's been okay times, yeah.
Well, what's the hardest part of it for you?
The hardest part, I think, just finding time for, like, I guess my social life or just like stuff outside of this, because it takes up a lot of time just like dealing with all this. So yes, like finding the gaps I can like talk to my family, talk to my friends back at home, just having little gaps of free time, just talking to people.
And now, if you were able to go back in time in this season and do something differently, what would it be?
If I can go back in time to like in the beginning of the season, I think I would try to adapt to like my team's like play style way quicker because I was still at the beginning of the split. I was still like hooked on the carry aspect. And if I adapted to like more of like a supportive role faster, I think we would have improved and did way better in the beginning of the split.
Perfect. Cut.